What's up, Nerf Herders? I am Scott.
And John.
J-Bone.
Welcome to the Nerf Herders Podcast. Please subscribe to the channel. Check us out on Facebook.com/Nerf Herders Podcast. A little bit of a slower week in news here, and the first thing that we got to get out here is Christopher Lee had passed away this last week.
93, right?
Yeah, a complete legend of film, probably most notably recently for Lord of the Rings and Star Wars. But also...
He's just every villain. He's awesome.
Oh, he's been everywhere. Dracula, I think a lot of people probably that don't know, he was Dracula for a lot of Hammer horror films and stuff. Him and Peter Cushing, which I always thought was cool. They got Christopher Lee for the Star Wars prequels because Peter Cushing was in A New Hope, so I thought that was kind of a nice, an interesting balance there. Yep. But yeah, he's no longer with us. But I mean, the dude lived a life, man. So
and I checked out some of his like heavy metal shit on YouTube.
Oh
and, it was totally him. Just like it's like this like this old world Viking metal, you know, with like synths and like just him like you know.
That's awesome. That's funny. Yeah, no, he was killer, man. He's my favorite part of the prequels. I loved him as Count Dooku, and
yeah, he was awesome.
He was good as Saruman. I mean, I'm not a big Lord of the Rings fan, but he was still.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Lord of the Rings too, man. He was awesome in that movie.
He was Saruman, so I mean, he was good as that. He kicked ass.
Yeah, it's a shame. And Dusty Rhodes too.
Yeah, Dusty Rhodes.
Same day. Weird. Same day, man.
Yeah, that day was tough to get through work, man. I just sat there with like zombie eyes. I was like,
stop calling me.
Yeah.
So yeah, to Christopher Lee,
we salute you.
We'll drink our Kool-Aid packets.
Just kidding.
Yeah, I poisoned you. Marvel's skipping out on Comic-Con in San Diego this year, and Star Wars is going to be there.
Yeah, well, and then there you go. Then there's your
new trailer,
and your pump up for probably a new trailer for maybe Rogue One.
Your first official panel, like official panel where you have like everyone there. Probably, you know,
they might even show a scene. Yeah. They might even be like, "Hey, who wants to see an actual scene from Episode 7?"
There's gonna be something shown.
They'll have a good panel because then hopefully they'll get Adam Driver on there. You know, they'll get all the folks that weren't at Celebration essentially.
Yeah,
and, start pumping out maybe even Harrison Ford on a panel.
Yeah, can you imagine
that? That would be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought that was kind of interesting that Marvel's skipping out, but it's a lot of rumors floating around that the reason they're skipping out is because DC, like this is the year that DC is finally going to have just like a full-blown panel going on with all this Suicide Squad, Batman vs Superman. They got a lot of stuff that they can start showing, and Marvel doesn't really have much. You can show a little bit of Civil War maybe,
but they don't have enough done.
That's it. Yeah, I mean that's really all they got.
Probably just all writing
and they really don't even need to be there.
No,
like it's more important for Disney to put Star Wars out there right now because
and plus you just released
big
Ant-Man.
stuff coming up.
You got Ant-Man coming out next month, and
2016 is going to be a huge year for Marvel. So like it's probably better if they just kind of sit back, let DC do its thing, and then just come out guns blazing next year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Next year.
Hey, we didn't even need Comic-Con to beat you out.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, speaking on DC too, we got. I mean, not that this really was any news, but we got an official plot synopsis for Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. So, fearing the actions of a godlike superhero left unchecked, Gotham City's own formidable, forceful vigilante takes on. Can I speak? Metropolis's most revered modern-day savior, while the world wrestles with what sort of hero it really needs. And with Batman and Superman at war against one another, a new threat quickly arises, putting mankind in greater danger than it's ever known before. This is the only thing I think that we can take out of this that we don't already know. I mean, we know they're going to fight. We know something else is going to happen. They're going to have to unite. Is the fact that they just released these. Do you guys see the teaser posters that they released?
With like the X'd out stuff?
It's like everything on Superman is just, it's like almost like Joker and Batman.
Right.
Superman's all like, screw him, this is crap. And then Batman's praises this godlike hero, which is such an interesting contrast because Batman's always been looked at as kind of like that vigilante.
Right.
So I mean, if he's being praised as this hero of Gotham, that leads me to believe that statue of Superman is in Gotham, and it's because people hate Superman and they're looking as Batman as a savior to take Superman out.
Yeah.
Well, you said earlier that you think it's Doomsday. That's the new threat to humanity.
Yeah, definitely.
I wonder. Number one, I wonder how many fights sequences they're going to have in this movie between Superman and Batman. Like, is it going to be like maybe two big epic brawls, Are you going to have like multiple little ones where they get into like minor discrepancies leading up to like a big one? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how they're going to do it. And then how are you going to release, say, for example, it is Doomsday. Like, how are you going to release all these other characters like Aquaman and what's-her-face, Gal Cadet, Wonder Woman. And then, like, involve, you know, you got, you know, Facebook movie guy, Jesse Eisenberg, doing his thing. Lex Luthor. And then, you know, like a big villain like Doomsday coming in. You know, I mean, is it going to be Doomsday in full form, ready to like kill Superman, or are they going to like team up and destroy him, or is it going to be like some test tube bottle recreation where they where Snyder is going to change things up a little bit,
like they use the remains of Zod or something?
I don't know. Yeah,
that's kind of the rumor. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Like, let's use the remains of Zod to create this powerful, like, you know, biological thing that like LexCorp is cooking up. You know, something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Who knows? I mean.
Like freaking Nemesis.
It's still it's still weird to me. I mean, I'm really excited to see more about it, but like, I'm just so still not, I guess, sold on how they're gonna merge the whole Batman and Superman when they come from different cities. You know, like, why is it even any of Batman's business what happened in Metropolis? You know what I mean? They're going to have to do something to merge that together to kind of create that.
Yeah, they will.
You know what I mean?
Hopefully it's not the football game thing. Did you guys see the footage that they, like the first footage for Batman v Superman they filmed forever
Metropolis.
Ago? Yeah, that football game. I would imagine it's got to be the introduction of Cyborg, because they're introducing Cyborg in the movie too.
Right.
Cyborg was a football player, so I mean, I don't know, is he playing for Gotham or whatever, but still. Yeah, it's going to be a lot to cram in there. It is going to be a lot.
I'm very excited for it. I mean, I'm very not a big DC person. I like Batman, but I don't really care about DC that much. But like, I'm excited to give it a try and see what happens. I mean, it'll be at least be a visual, like, really fun movie, if anything. But I really hope they can make the plot like really believable.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, really, just make it flow, make it good. Like, I don't know. There were so many parts of Man of Steel that I keep going back to, like, this could have been done so much better. And you had this chance to make this really awesome, kick-ass Superman movie. And you made it visually amazing, but the story had so many issues for me that I was just like, with certain parts, you know?
I'm the same way.
I just want Zack Snyder
was bomb, and then it started to trickle a little bit.
I just want Zack Snyder to just knock it out of the park, man. Like, he's had so many movies that are like, it's like he's hit or miss. He's hit or miss. You know what I mean?
You know, one thing I hope he doesn't do.
You know, Sucker Punch was fun, and then 300: Rise of an Empire. I'm like,
you know, something I hope he doesn't do is like in Man of Steel, how he went from like present time and then just switched to him being a teenager and then went back to like him being a kid and then to present time again. Like, there was times where, and then there was like this like fine line where it's like, okay, is this like happening now? Or is this like a little bit before you knew how to fly? Like, it was weird. Like, there's like some moments I actually got legitimately a little bit confused. Like, I just stay away from that, like that method of doing that shit. Like, just start from finish to end. Like, just do your movie. You know, and I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, dude. It is a lot. It's just a lot that they're juggling with it.
Yeah. And how long is the film going to be? How long is it going to be? 2.5 hours, and you're going to cram all these fucking people in there? Like, is everyone going to have their specific allotted character time? Like, that's what we thought about with Avengers too. It's like, oh no, you got all these like these big blowout names all in one giant movie. Like, but they did it right. You know, they did it totally cool. But it's like,
then you also had 5 movies before that.
Yeah, to introduce them. We don't need the character development in Age of Ultron. This one, I don't know any of these people. We've never seen them before. They have to have their own character development throughout the movie. And you have to do that along with have a decent battle with Batman and Superman, and then have a decent battle with Batman and Superman teaming up to fight whoever the villain is going to be. So it's like you're cramming a lot in to this like 2.5 hour time span.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
especially if you're putting in Aquaman and Wonder Woman, which I'm sure those two are probably not going to have super huge roles. Just because it's like that's going to take away from the whole main plot anyway. Like,
Wonder Woman's got to have somewhat of a significant role in there because they're really pushing the costume in the promo for Gal Gadot.
Yeah.
Like, well, they said Aquaman, all they do is release a picture, so we can picture that's going to be small, but they're really pushing the Wonder Woman thing.
Well, didn't you say, or someone I read that like
she's a Kryptonian.
That Wonder Woman is older and that she won't be like fighting. She's mostly like this matriarch figure.
Well, I know we talked about her being older, but I know she's going to be a Kryptonian. So she's from Krypton. So who knows? Is she related to Kal-El? Is she, who knows what her backstory is going to be at this point? Because historically, she's not from Krypton. She's not an alien. So it's like, what are they going to do here? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and it's cool. I'm stoked on it, but I'm really interested to see how they're going to alter the story to make it work.
Another thing I'm worried about saying is Doomsday. And it's like, oh my god, this threat, we have to stop fighting each other and join forces and take this fucker out, whatever he looks like, if it is him, right? Is it going to be like a 2-3 minute battle, or is it going to be a 5 minute battle? Is it going to be this? You know what I mean? Is it going to be just weird CGI? Oh man, there's so many things that can make this movie really cool, and there's so many things that can make it suck so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Time will tell. Time will tell.
Batman.
Enough Batman bullshit. I'm gonna be filled with Batman next Tuesday when fucking Arkham Knight comes out. So I'm gonna have my fill for a while.
Well, get your fill of this. James Cameron. James Cameron saw Terminator Genysis.
Oh yeah. This
and before I even say it, if you don't know how they ruined this movie already, we're talking spoilers right now. This movie has not even come out, so when I wave my hands again, you're good to go. So if you haven't seen the trailers, you don't know what this is, come back when I wave my hands. You've been warned. So they completely ruined this movie with the trailers already by giving away the big twist of John Connor being some sort of something. You see something. He's like a TX, T800, T1000 hybrid of all three or something. Yeah. So James Cameron comes out and says, the idea of taking John Connor and flipping him to the bad guy, it's pretty cool because you get a rift against expectation. It's all about the twist.
How much did they pay him to say that?
But we already know the twist, so it's there's no twist anymore. The twist is over, dude. Your shot at creating a twist for this movie is done. Mm-hmm. It's no longer a twist, dude. It's a plot point now. That's all it is.
So when you watch the film and you see John Connor every single time and the mission objective and everything, all you're going to be thinking about is
he's already a bad guy.
You're all right, so when are you going to turn?
Yeah, exactly.
When are you going to get bit?
Yeah, you're going to see the whole beginning, dude. You're going to watch old Arnie go fight young Arnie from Terminator 1, and T-1000 is going to be running around. You're going to get through all this crap, dude, and then there's going to be that climactic twist where John Connor's going to come back and he's going to be out there to kill as well. And that's going to be that's what it's going to end with. We've already seen the main action sequence. We're going to fly in the helicopters and John Connor's trying to take him out. It's like, he'll be back. He just missile dives into the helicopter.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's no twist anymore. I can't believe he even released a quote like this. It's all about this twist with John Connor, guys. I'm telling you, get on board. It's all about that twist with John Connor. We already know. Yeah, there's no excitement anymore. That could have potentially been the one thing when you're watching a movie. It's like, damn, and really kind of suck you into the movie. Right. Now, who cares?
The only thing I can think of is that there's probably a second twist. There's a twist on a twist. It's the only thing I can think of. That's the only thing that can revive.
I don't even think you can twist it again, though.
But what if you did? What if you can? What if there was a twist on a twist?
A second John Connor comes back from the future,
they cloned him.
And it's Christian Bale. Christian Bale comes back. And he's like, "You son of a bitch!" And takes
You son of a bitch!
Do it! Yeah.
And then after you watch Salvation, then immediately go on YouTube and be like, Christian Bale freak out.
Do you know how you're doing your job? Your light on.
We'll kick your fucking ass.
Do your job, man. Do your job. This movie's, dude, it's over.
Are you gonna see it? Are you gonna see it in the theaters?
Yeah.
Are you gonna $5 Tuesday?
I want to do it. I'm doing it to review it, dude. I'm literally gonna watch it to review it.
We're gonna see it. We
next month, right?
We know it. It's gonna suck.
It's right around the corner. It's more for the
it's July 1st.
It's
July 1st. You know we're gonna go see it. You know we're just because it's who we are. We have to see it.
Because it's gonna be funny.
And it's gonna be fun.
How fun is it gonna be to just sit there and pick this movie apart?
I'm gonna sit there and I'm just gonna be laughing my ass off at every stupid thing. Oh hey, let's make Arnie smile. Those stupid little things.
God.
You know why they did that? Man. Because of that deleted scene from Judgment Day. Have you seen that?
It's stupid, too.
That's exactly what
it doesn't even fit in Judgment Day. Because that's on all of the new Judgment Day showings on TV, DVD,
they add those
Blu-ray.
deleted scenes.
Is it really?
Yeah.
They add
so
that
every single showing
the car ride, you mean, or something?
No. When they're at when they're at that ranch with all the with the family members of Sarah
Uncle Bob?
Uncle Bob, yeah. And they have that thing where he's trying to teach Arnold to smile.
Oh.
And he's like, now you try it, and Arnold's just like,
yeah, it's all.
I remember.
That's why
that wasn't
that's
in
why
the
it's
original movie.
Yeah.
That was a deleted scene. They brought it back, so now they're doing this again. It's just really, this didn't work back in 1997.
This movie's over, dude. It's over before it started now. I'm so over it.
Yeah.
So keeping with the tradition of Arnold Schwarzenegger, Kindergarten Cop's getting remade. Why would you remake this movie? That's like remaking Twins. Why would you remake that? That doesn't make any sense.
I wonder who's going to be Kindergarten Cop.
Probably The Rock.
Oh, God is? Yeah, probably The Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
It's just so stupid. And they're changing the whole plot with everything, too. It all revolves around some flash drive that has information on a witness protection program that winds up in a kindergarten class.
So this is a mix of Kindergarten Cop and Home Alone 3.
Yeah.
Because the plot of Home Alone 3 was international terrorists trying to apprehend a microchip from a kid.
Pretty much.
Hidden in a remote control car.
Hidden in a remote control car.
This pisses me off because it's I feel like they are hellbound on remaking every Arnold film from 10, 20, 30 years ago.
Yeah, or every film in general.
Every Arnie film that was great is being remade or having something carrying it on right now. You had Total Recall. They're going to do The Running Man. They're going to. It's going to happen. Yeah. They're going to do The Running Man. Then they're doing Twins 3. Yeah. And then they're going to do this. Yeah, but still, it's
Twins 2,
you're bringing it back that doesn't need to bring back. You don't need another Twins movie.
No. It had its time.
It had its time. It was a funny single movie. Now they're doing Twins 2 or whatever.
That was Arnold's breakthrough comedic.
You had to bring back Predators. We don't need all these movies, We don't need you to keep bringing these things back. And now Kindergarten Cop?
Yeah, that's really pushing it with that.
It is.
It really is. It's like going ahead and remake Commando or something. Mm-hmm. It's just a stupid action film at the end, man.
Right.
Kindergarten Cop is nothing but
right.
A comedic family movie, dude.
Right.
You could do whatever with that. It's capitalizing off the name of the property. It's just like this Point Break thing. Yeah. Just the name is out there, people know it, so when they see it, they're like, oh, cool. Well, it's familiar already.
I think also the thing is that they're trying to revive this genre of comedy that doesn't work these days. And it's the whole genre where it's a big tough guy in a comedy movie with a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
It worked in the 80s flawlessly because you had Arnold doing it, you had Hulk Hogan doing it, you had Stallone. You had all these big names in these comedies here and there. Even, putting Robert De Niro in Meet the Parents. It worked for that. You're putting all these tough guy characters into these funny movies. Joe Pesci and My Cousin Vinny.
Or Home Alone.
Or Home Alone, yeah. But nowadays, it's there aren't any big tough guy actors that do very well in these.
Well, that just
doesn't
comedy's
work for me.
out the window.
It is. It's over. It's we don't need a big tough guy who's super muscular and badass to be in a cutesy, funny family comedy. That just doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
So. Moving on.
Who's happy about that? Not me.
Not me.
Jurassic World has broke the record for global opening weekend at $511 million, beating out Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows 2, which I believe was $489.
Mm-hmm. Crushed it.
It crushed it, dude.
Crushed it. It barely almost beat Avengers 1.
Domestically.
204.6 to 207.
207.
We'll see what the final numbers are, too. These are just projections,
that's just
so who knows?
Yeah,
they could edge it out.
Yeah, you had All Day Today.
You think they'll break the billion mark?
Yeah.
Domestically? Or internationally, absolutely.
Yeah, they'll have it in
I don't think domestically, no. But internationally, yeah, without a doubt, they're going to break that billion mark. Mm-hmm. They'll have that within the next week, probably.
Yeah. You got Avatar, Titanic, Avengers, Fast 7, and Harry Potter broke a billion mark?
Dark Knight broke a billion.
That's right, okay, yeah, so we're talking Dark Knight and all that
there's a handful up there.
Yeah.
But this is ridiculous, dude, because I think everybody knew Jurassic World was going to make money. But this movie literally just came out and wiped its ass with Age of Ultron.
Yep.
As far as money,
it's
crazy. They're at two. I mean, given they stopped at $204 million, Age of Ultron, granted, had a huge opening weekend, but they declined real quick. I think Jurassic World's gonna hold it. I think Jurassic World's gonna beat out Age of Ultron for domestic intake.
God, dude. Yep. And why is that? Why all of a sudden it's explosive dynamite just happened literally overnight? It's are people they want a little something different. They want that that Jurassic Park nostalgic again. Like, I don't know.
People
Like,
just must. The market's hot for it still. I mean, this is the thing that's so crazy about this in my eyes. Marvel has been building up for years now. So when Age of Ultron came, it's not just like, we've been sitting on hiatus for a while. You've had films building to this huge thing. And granted, it had a huge opening weekend, don't get me wrong. But for Jurassic World to beat that out, I mean, we're talking 22 years since Jurassic Park came out. Nobody cared for Jurassic Park 3, and The Lost World, a split audience thing. So you've really only got one solid movie that people really go off of when you think about Jurassic Park. And then this movie comes out 22 years later and just crushes everything.
I'll tell you one thing. I think the reason why it's doing so well, and I told you guys already earlier, is that the rewatch value on this movie is so much higher than Age of Ultron.
Yep, agreed.
And I think with Age of Ultron, Marvel and Disney hyped that movie up super hard. They hyped it way too hard because when you go in there, you watch it, it's nothing like what you expected it to be. As far as I expected it to be much darker. I expected it to be much more brutal, much more aggressive and intense the whole time. And I expected it to be a lot just better overall. I walked out of the movie complaining more than praising. Jurassic World, I walked out of that movie
feeling like a kid
almost in tears. Yeah. I was almost in tears the whole movie. Every single little Easter egg that they threw in there from 22 years ago. Every single little thing. And then you have Chris Pratt, who's just the new hotness in the films. That alone, he can sell a movie,
He's fucking blockbuster.
Jurassic World, was going to make money, but I think people were finally like, hey, we've been waiting for 22 years for something to be a true sequel that we can be proud of. And that's what happened, and it delivered. Oh, yeah. And I think people went and saw it Thursday, and the word of mouth, and everyone who was just like, go see it, go see it, go see it. And then everyone went and saw it, and everyone went and saw it again. And I think that's why it's doing so well, is because it's like we finally have something we can be proud of to say this is the second Jurassic Park movie.
No, absolutely.
We can forget about the other stuff.
Proper sequel.
Yeah, they did it right, and that's what I love about it. And we'll talk about more.
Yeah, we're gonna get that hardcore into that a little bit here.
But and this is what I'm really stoked about with Star Wars. I have the same feeling. It's like it's all building up the same way, This new Star Wars movie, it's like we finally have something we can be proud of to be like, this is the next thing.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're going to get the goods.
So,
we're going to get the goods.
2015, man, it's been killing it. Mad Max,
it's been a good year,
Jurassic World.
That's about it.
Well, it follows.
I mean, even
It follows.
Yeah, it follows
awesome.
good.
It follows good. But Age of Ultron was good too. It just wasn't up to the hype that it was building into. It was still a really good movie.
Yeah.
It's like after Jurassic Park, it's like, Jurassic World, it's like Age of who?
Yeah, right? An Age of my ass. Got a couple of casting announcements here. This is awesome, dude. A lot of people are so pissed off about this Ghostbusters film.
I'm so happy that this is happening.
Yeah, I'm excited for this movie because they're not trying to remake or dismiss anything that's happened before. This is existing in the same universe. It's just a continuation of the story with a different set of characters, which is fine. They're not going to ignore what's happened. Yeah. And this just makes it even better for me right now. Chris Hemsworth is cast as the receptionist for this film, which everything's gender swapping now. Like the Ghostbusters were male with their female receptionist, and it's a complete swap for this movie.
Yeah, I like all the casting announcements except for just that one, Melissa McCarthy. I'm not a very big fan of hers. I like the other actresses. I don't really like hers just because I don't like her style of comedy. But I think the movie's going to be good.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a solid movie. I don't see why it wouldn't do well. All the people who are casted so far are great actresses. Most of them from SNL. It's a great cast, and then putting him in that spot is gonna be hilarious. Because
he's gonna be good for that.
Just seeing him in that role would be funny as hell. You know?
It's a good role for Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
So,
I'm excited to see how that progresses.
And two other things we can just touch base on these real quick because we put videos out on this already. Jon Bernthal is cast as Punisher for Daredevil season 2.
Did you finish Daredevil?
I'm just about done. I got a couple left.
Did you finish Daredevil?
No.
Oh my god.
I don't have time. I'm going to be straight up honest. Just quick sidetrack with the Daredevil show. That show started off really hot, but as I've been watching more and more, it gets to the point where I'm like, yeah, I mean, I can wait to watch the next episode. I don't have that feeling like Breaking Bad or anything where I'm like, I need to watch this next episode now. Right. It's good. But the steam is kind of slowed down for me a little bit going through.
I wanted to watch that. Like
I just don't have the free time to just sit down each night because I work. So
fuck.
If I didn't work nights, I could watch it. But
I like it. I liked it a lot.
What about Punisher? Jon Bernthal's Punisher coming for season 2.
Oh, dude, it'll add so much it'll add like that icing on the cake.
I want Punisher to be a bad guy to start out, though. I want Punisher to come in and like kick ass. And, I want him to beat down Daredevil.
I think it's gonna happen.
Make his impression.
It almost has to, because this whole time Matt Murdock is all about not hurting people. I mean, he hurts people, but I mean not going that full distance where they're dead. And Punisher's like,
oh,
you're not dead enough. Like,
you kind of get
you're
a
gonna get some
Bernthal.
contrast
You
there.
kind of get a Bernthal bad guy in Wolf of Wall Street. When he's kind of like
even in
that.
The Walking Dead, the end of the before
Walking
he
Dead
dies,
too,
he becomes a total bad guy in Walking Dead.
Yeah,
he's good in those roles too. That guy's a very intense actor. Like, he's got that glare that he can throw at you, man. We're just like, all right, this dude's batshit crazy.
Yep.
That's
what I want to see. I want to see a Punisher who is like struggling inside between good and evil, because like it's like he wants to do good because he's trying to avenge his family, but he also just doesn't care about anyone except for his family. So it's like I want to see him struggle with that. So I want to see him definitely like maybe he's like a vigilante and then Murdoch comes after him, to be like, hey, you can't do this shit.
Yeah.
And then they fight and then they can team up at later on. But like I want to see some brutal ass Punisher killings. Like,
I want to see a huge addition for that show.
Good stuff.
That's huge. And it makes you wonder how many other characters are they going to introduce through, the Daredevil show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, there's talks of a Blade show now for Netflix, as well as
with Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, right. They've been talking about Blade. There's somebody else they've been talking about. I was like, I don't want to say Ghost Rider. I don't think it is though. But I don't know.
Ghost Riders, fuck that shit, dude.
Dude, I would. If they did Ghost Rider good, it'd be so cool.
You have to do it right. You can't have Nicolas Cage.
Like, it's a comedy movie with him. It's just like, freaking out, dude. And then you've got Sam, what's his face, dude? That old bastard from Roadhouse.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Who's just like, all right, one more ride,
fade out to the fucking distant west.
That movie sucked, dude. This casting right here, this is seriously one of the most exciting casting announcements, dude. Chiwetel Ejiofor as Baron Mordo in Doctor Strange.
How do you pronounce his name again?
Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Chiwetel?
Yeah.
Chiwetel.
Man, Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Like, what should we name our son? Chiwetel. Like, that's...
Yeah, dude.
It's a cool name. I like it.
Yeah, it rolls nice. Chiwetel Ejiofor.
I'm just stoked to see him in, like, a solid role that's, like, not going to be a complete drama.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's, like, from 12 Years a Slave, he was just such a dramatic character, Yeah. It's like this one you can see, like, maybe a little bit more, like, I don't know how far his acting abilities reach. Especially playing like a villain, you know what I mean?
Well, that's what'll be cool to see him doing something different. The dude's got some serious acting chops. I mean, he's in a lot of movies and stuff. The first movie that I could like say that I saw him in, where I was like, man, I really like this guy because he played a killer bad guy. Was Four Brothers.
Yeah, that was him. Yes, I totally forgot that was him.
Awesome in that, dude. He was such a dick, dude. But like, you hated him in that movie
when he made the fat guy eat the pasta off the floor. Yeah. And he's like, bring your woman over here and eat her too. Like, it's like. This guy's an asshole.
he was nuts, dude.
That
was the first movie that I like.
That was
when I saw him.
Role of his.
Yeah, he was in Serenity as well. He was really good in Serenity.
I haven't seen Serenity.
He was awesome in Serenity.
I don't know. Four Brothers. I really, really liked that movie.
That movie was very good.
Yeah, it came out
very good.
2004, 2000.
It's one of Marky Mark's really good films.
Marks, yeah.
It was good.
He's such a hit or miss actor.
He is.
Mark Wahlberg. He's good, but it's like you have to put him in the right role.
Like Transformers. But no, dude, Chiwetel Ejiofor is gonna crush it. Seeing him and Benedict Cumberbatch on screen together, I'm telling you, it's gonna be the most beautiful thing ever to see these two in costume on screen, and just releasing sorcery, dude, and like trying to get the upper hand.
Yeah, that's gonna be like a crazy,
that's gonna be cool,
wild ride.
Yeah, dude, that seriously might wind up being the best film of Phase 3. Like it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I mean. I think that's going to bring the heat as far as box office value and Guardians too. Like it's just going to do it.
Oh God, dude, can't wait for Guardians too.
Yeah,
Doctor Strange is going to be.
I just
that's
2016. 2016 just needs to get here so I can have like every movie I want.
Yeah,
all the good movies are coming out in 2016 as far as the superhero movies. Like they're all scheduled. So.
Yeah, there's a lot coming out next year. That's for damn sure.
Like one almost every 2 months, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be big.
Yeah, basically.
And the last thing we have here, I don't know if you guys are excited about this, but I'm pumped, dude. I'm so excited for this Power Rangers movie that's coming out.
Is it actually happening?
Oh yeah, it's confirmed.
Is it based off of that like YouTube video that came out? That was super brutal with
this is
Dawson. What's his name? The dude from Dawson's Creek.
Oh,
James Vanderbeek.
Yeah.
No,
I was like, yeah, dude.
This is totally separate from that. They're just doing a Power Rangers film, and they said that they're gonna keep it like darker, but it's still gonna be like fun. I'm really excited about it because they're going with like the original villain. Like,
Yeah,
Rita Repulsa. Yeah,
horn
she
lady
is the
or whatever.
original like villain.
Yeah.
That's who started everything, and then Lord Zed eventually came in and took over, and then Ivan News popped in, and that's when it started trickling to all these other different Power Ranger things. But the original Power Rangers show was Rita Repulsa. I'm so excited about this.
Who's the guy, that Oz figure that they talk to?
Oh, Zordon?
Zordon,
The
yeah.
Ooze guy, right? Like the
I don't know, like
That's Ivan News.
Oh, that's Ivan News,
Zordon's
okay.
the dude that's inside.
Oh,
the tube.
the green
tube.
head
And
dude.
then you got Alpha who comes in and is like, Zordon! Like, all freaking out.
Who are they gonna pick to play the fat bully, dude?
I don't know, dude. But I always love when the Rangers come in. He's like, Rangers! Like,
It's all coming back to me now, dude. Like this early '90s bullshit. I'm
dude,
sitting in
Elvis
my
like,
bed,
Zordon!
eating some cereal.
Teenagers! Dude, it's such a corny, goofy show, but I'm telling you, dude, this
Fuck.
movie's gonna be awesome.
Fuck, dude.
I'm so excited for this movie, dude. I love the Power Rangers growing up, dude. When the
I'll
Green
watch it.
Ranger first showed up, man.
Oh yeah, Tommy was the badass
dude.
bad guy, dude. He
He
comes
brought
out
the
the
Dragon
guy.
Sword.
I remember
Yeah.
going to school and everybody was talking about the Pink Ranger, like in love with the White Ranger or something like that. I was like,
Conspiracy theories of
yeah,
the 90s.
exactly, dude.
But I'm pumped, dude. I can't wait to see this. I'm so excited for this movie.
Yeah, I barely know.
I don't even care if it's a load of crap, dude. I just want to see.
Dragon Ball
I just
Z.
want to see like the
that
Power
Dragon Ball
Rangers.
Z bomb.
Yeah, dude. It's like, what the hell is this?
He comes out of there, it's like, holy fuck, I just got wrecked. Like, what? That was bad. That was bad.
That seriously, I'm not even kidding. That might have been the worst
That
movie
was-
I've ever seen in my life. Dragon Ball Evolution, dude. I
Grandpa,
remember,
you're alive.
dude. I went with Danny because me and Danny we love Dragon Ball Z. We were like, dude, this is gonna be so awesome. And we went into that movie, dude. I swear to God, the whole movie was like. And then they had the audacity to having like a post-credit scene, like they were setting up the sequel. It's like, no, you're not setting shit up, dude.
No, you're not setting shit up.
I'm like, there will never be another movie made, and there hasn't been. So
Dude, I won't forget when we were at your dad's and Josh and everybody was there, and we just got done having practice, and it's on. You're like, oh my god, it's a piece of shit fucking Dragon Ball Z movie that like fucking flopped at the box office. Put it on, it was just like, this is like the grandpa is like right there, and the main actor, like, I don't know, he's like horrible acting, dude. It's just like, Grandpa, you're alive. It was, oh, dude, just the way he delivered it, dude.
oh,
Like,
it's awful.
like I right there, that was even better than
I'm
how
so
he
glad I
delivered
didn't
it.
actually watch that movie.
Dude, don't even waste the time.
I saw
You'd be better
like,
off picking
I saw,
Toe Jam for an hour and a
Yeah,
half.
I saw clips on YouTube and I was like, this is just. I like Dragon Ball Z. I can't call myself like a super hardcore fan. I enjoy it, but there's no way I was going to see that movie. No
It's
way.
terrible.
I had no intentions of even just wasting my life.
Yeah, that movie can die. So I'm done with that crap. That's it for movie news this week.
Oh,
What you got for that epic movie quote, Permy?
okay. Yeah.
They should all be destroyed.
Yeah.
That was my quote, dude. Fuck, you know I gotta see that new Godzilla movie, man. I was just thinking about it, dude. After watching Jurassic World, just like I was taking a piss in there, and I saw the Godzilla figures. I'm like, fuck, I need to watch that movie again.
Okay.
dude. Like,
So I chose this one because this is exactly how I feel about every week at work when I'm sitting at my cubicle and everyone walks past me with their fake smiles on their faces and their coffee in their hand and their cheery attitudes, and I'm like, you're not really happy, are you?
you're not really happy on the inside, are you?
American Psycho.
Oh God, I knew it! I fucking knew it, dude! I knew it! I was gonna fucking say an American Psycho ending, dude! Fuck! Yes! Give it to me, dude. I swear to God, dude. I was like, American Psycho, and you're just like, it's American Psycho.
Yeah, dude. Every day I just sit there and I'm just like, in my head, this is exactly how I'm feeling.
Stop the video now.
Don't just look at it, eat it.
You just delivered that like Chucky, dude.
Don't just look at it, eat it.
I'm just kidding, that's not the line.
Dude, that sounded just like child's play, dude. You delivered that perfectly. That was like Brad Dourif straight up, dude.
What song's like?
Don't
in the
just
air,
stare at it.
In the
Eat
air
it.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's just hit the bees.
I have all the characteristics of a human being. Blood, flesh, skin, hair. But not a single clear identifiable emotion, except for greed and disgust. Something horrible is happening inside of me, and I don't know why. My nightly bloodlust has overflown into my days. I feel lethal, on the verge of a frenzy. I think my mask of sanity is about to slip. Literally, like, that's just me sitting there in my chair, like,
this man.
every day.
You know what's another quote that's really good is the Children of Bodom one. At the end of the movie, there was like, but I don't know, I can't suffer any longer, or some shit like that. Remember? It was
What movie is that?
American Psycho at the end. His like final quote. But Children of Bodom used that.
Oh,
quote
they used the quote. I was like, okay.
in the album.
Dave?
Yeah.
What do y'all know about that?
Not that one.
I'm just kidding. I'm not really going to go on a rampage or anything.
Yes,
I just think that's a
On
great
camera.
Yes, it is.
I just think that's a great, like,
Feds show up to your house.
it's a great symbolism for, like, working that 9 to 5, and it's like, I'm stuck here forever. Or,
I
like,
think
you know
that
what I mean?
movie it puts out there how a lot of people feel.
It is,
And
it
people
does.
just don't talk about it.
Right. It's like no one wants to talk about like how crazy you get just doing the same thing over and over. Like were human beings supposed to just do that? Like that 9 to 5 grind, same thing every day
absolutely
for 30
not.
I
years.
believe no.
And then you retire with nothing in your wallet. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
dude, we should be traveling through the woods in loincloths, spearing pigs and antelope.
Living off the fat of the land and like
like experiencing life. I don't know, that's like the
But then we wouldn't be here on a camera talking about all this.
I don't know. I think that's just like what the movie means to me. Is just like every human has that in like that inside of them that they just want to just break free of that. You know, that
we all have
down
those days,
bullshit.
dude. We all got those days where it's like, oh man, I'm super cool with going to work and coming home, but then there's those days where you're just like, dude, life is meant for so much more than this crap.
Exactly.
We've all been there.
And if you work with me, I love my job.
please don't fire me.
No, I totally feel you, dude.
It's just
everybody has those mornings, man. We've all been there. People just don't talk about it because people are a bunch of pussies and they're politically correct.
Yeah, you can't. You're else. Yeah, in this day of age, like you can't speak your mind anymore. You know.
And it's just like I like the color green. Boom.
Yeah, exactly.
We're from Chicago, so that's how we do it.
yeah.
Hawks won. One more game. They take the Stanley Cup, right?
Tomorrow in Chicago, dude.
Do it. So on that note,
hell yeah. That's going to do it, guys. We'll see you guys next week. Make sure you check out the Jurassic Park spoiler review. We're going to be filming that in just a moment here. Probably have that up in a day or two. But yeah, thank you guys very much. Subscribe to the channel. Check us out on Facebook.com/NerfHerders Podcast. We will see you all next week. And until then, keep on Nerf herding.